When Randy was born, it was obvious that there was something wrong with her because she did not open her eyelids. Little did we know that that was just the tip of the iceberg, but she also was legally blind due to optic nerve defects, and both of these things ultimately stem from mitochondrial disease. Back then, doctors in this area, it was very rare if they heard of mitochondrial disease. Yeah. My children went to multiple doctors' visits and hospitals throughout the country, and no one had answers for us.
Here we are seeing some of the best and smartest doctors in the country, and still no one had any answers as to what was wrong with them.
I was told it was all behavioral and that she didn't really have GI problems.
I never got a straight answer from any doctor. Any.
The standard testing could all come back completely normal. And I think for a lot of physicians, if they're looking at the testing, everything's perfectly fine, and they're looking at a patient who has multiple complaints, sometimes their conclusion is, well, I can't find anything, so maybe it's all in their head.
All I can remember feeling as a mom is, I don't even know my baby. I don't know who she is. I don't know how to soothe her. I don't know how to comfort her. And nobody's helping me, and nobody's listening to me, and nobody believes me.
Give her a pill, that'll shut her up and make her feel better.
The disorder is one of multi-system organ dysfunction. With that said, if you go through each body system, your eyes, your ears, your brain, your mouth, your gut, if you will, your gastrointestinal tract, anyone can be affected very differently. Some people may have visual problems, others may have hearing loss. Chewing and swallowing your food, which we all take for granted every day, can be very difficult. It's tiring, it's fatiguing. If your gastrointestinal tract lacks motility, lacks the ability to move, then you have food that sits in your stomach all day long and you consistently feel nauseated and that you're going to vomit. Sometimes you have headaches all day long. You could have muscle pain. Think of your large muscle groups, your legs, your arms. Your brain uses 25% of the energy every day for your body. So again, you could have migraine headaches, you could have headaches. Some individuals have psychiatric problems or psychological problems. This all contributes to the presentation. And depending on how many mitochondria are affected in that organ system, that's what you see your symptomatology from. So if it's 10% in your brain, you may not see anything. However, another person who has 90% affected in their brain, maybe you'll see some developmental disabilities, inability to grow normally and develop normally. That's pretty, you see spectrum.
We struggled a bit financially. We had to turn whole rooms into medication rooms.
Financially, I have no money. Mine, a month, according to what it says, is close to $30,000.
Everything happened so fast that you don't realize that we had already gone into our house, the equity of our house twice. The equity of our house was maxed out. The next thing was possibly we got behind our property, school taxes.
We need to do this to keep him well, and so we end up making sacrifices, and we're not any different than any other parent that would do the same thing for their children.
Whatever the financial damage was done, I know I was thinking where you got to forget about it right now. You have more important things to think about. It's all about her right now.
I've been told by my patients on occasion, it would be easier if I had cancer because at least I have a shot at a cure.
We all hear about cancer and AIDS, and undeniably, they are two very serious medical conditions, but mitochondrial disease can be every bit as serious. More children die from mitochondrial disease every year than childhood cancer, yet no one knows much about mitochondrial disease.
So some people feel that they're just out there, if you will, without any help or any support. And they're right. They're right. Day to day they go and they don't feel like there's any hope.
It's difficult to have to tell parents that the reality of the situation is that there are no cures at this time. There's very limited treatment options, and I don't like to sugarcoat things, but I don't want to take away all of their hope either. Again, I think it's the love for your children that keeps you going, despite the limited resources you have available to you, the limited help that's available, the limited support. Just keep going because of the love for your children.